Sunday. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this out to the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
The pass. Complete.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
at the 20.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing Jones.
At the 20.
He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5.
Brings up.
And just like that, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Panthers.
Now Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Yard pickup on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Pierre Desir on the stop. A loss of 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 14, Giants nothing.
On fourth down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard.
New York set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Jones on the carry.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down carry by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 34. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Jones
pass.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 14 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that one makes it 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop.
He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Sly on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones in trouble in the ball, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The Panthers about ready to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
6-yard line.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Touchdown, Carolina. Gerald Everett, 30 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
2nd and 9.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jones on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
The pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
DJ Moore.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The quick slant caught. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And this offense is running away with this one. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
And his kick is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it's the Chicago Bears who are moving on as they were able to eliminate the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game, because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win, and when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent. They'll go again to Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Aaron Jones.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's
on third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
Jabril Peppers. The quarterback is sacked.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play, because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for New York. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3-and-out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Barkley.
Barkley.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. That's complete left side to Shepard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. This is Jones.
Aaron.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Aaron.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
8 yards. It's 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Again, it's Barkley. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking on the midfield logo. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. On first down, it's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jabril Peppers. 8 yards.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
The 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier, brought down at the 3-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 20.
The give is to Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going going into this one, they've been able to catch.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings
another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones throw on target to Shepard. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Jones. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.
14.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.